What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Good morning. I hope you're all having a great weekend. And welcome to this update on reserve rights, or the RSR token, which I wanted to make because obviously great things have come out of reserve rights, but are also coming up for our reserve rights. So I just wanted to kind of take a look at what RSR has been doing, which is the token of reserve rights, obviously. See what it's doing, see what the volume is doing. Volume has dropped down. I mean, initially, obviously, we had quite a big move because of the great news that a new protocol, or that their protocol, will be launched somewhere in October. I think the middle of October, like 13 or 15, which is great news. I mean, as you can see, reserve rights is on my watch list. I think it's an amazing crypto. I think you can at least get like a ×6 on this, because I think it definitely in the next bull market it's going to reach 2 billion market cap. It's not that new of a crypto, but I do think we are going to be able to. These levels might be difficult to reach, but still, I think that there's a lot of potential in the project. Definitely now that it has a launched protocol and product. But yeah, in this video, I also mainly wanted to talk about the price, obviously, because the news hasn't changed. Protocol has been created. They're going to launch it. When the protocol is actually getting used, I think that increases the value of reserve rights, but you might not see that in the price of RSR immediately. It will probably be a long-term thing. Apart from that, if you take a look at the price, this was the analysis I did in the last video, which is still valid, because I did the last video when we were right here or something, and I said that we would also be able to reach 850. And that's what I'm naming the prices as, all right? Which we didn't, but we did today. So it's still the same. See, the big question obviously is can RSR still increase in price? And I think we can, but there are basically two different things that can happen. First of all, I'm still pretty bullish about RSR. I still think in October, we're going to be bullish, and that we can reach 950 and even 1 cent and 1.05 cents. But when we are going to do that, it really depends on the price action right now, because we found resistance at 850, and now we have this huge support level between 750 and 770. If we can actually hold 770 for the next 2 days, then I think we are already going to get this move above 850 up to 950 and 1 cent within the next week. All right, so then it would be pretty quick, but then we need to hold 770. Because that would show us that we still have momentum, and then we would probably be able to get a bullish breakout, I think. So this is one thing that could happen, all right, which would be great, very bullish, but I still think that we would drop down quite significantly from this level. All right, so something like this. So it has its pros and its cons. Apart from that, as I said, we need to hold 770 for at least 2 or 3 days before I think we are going to get that bullish breakout. What could also happen is that you can see right now we're finding some support, but that after that support we will drop down below 770, after which we would drop down to 700, after which we would probably also drop down to 650, and we will probably consolidate on top of 650 for a little bit longer. If that happens, I still would be alright, because I still think that if something like this happens, that somewhere in October, just before the launch, or just probably not after, but just before the launch, we could still do something like this. But then it's just going to take a way longer period of time. It might be seen as a little bit more organic, but it's basically one of those two things. So I am pretty bullish on RSR. Obviously, that depends a little bit on the market circumstances too. If Bitcoin drops down to 15,000, yeah, then we're not going to see this. But I am assuming that Bitcoin is going to be either stable, which I think it's going to be, or a little bit bullish. So one thing that's for certain, you would definitely need to keep reserve rights on your watch list. I would definitely recommend you do that and research a little bit into the project. But for now, that's my take on RSR. So if you do have any questions about it, feel free to ask me down in the comments. But for now, I'd like to thank you all for watching and listening, and I hope to see you all in my next videos. Have a great day. Bye.